people just love to prove a fact. They just love to let others down by feeding their ego. And when you're arguing with someone, you're not doing it because the other person is wrong. You're mostly doing it because you don't want to give them the satisfaction of winning. You don't want to feel stupid. But this constant judgment toward others is not something you do consciously, but sometimes the problems are deeper than you can imagine. And I want to talk about this. So let's go! And the stars holding me. Hey there everyone! If you're new here, then hi, I'm Khushbu Sangwan and I talk about mental health, productivity and time management and pretty much everything that we face in everyday life situations. So if you're interested in something like that, then consider subscribing to my channel. And now to my current subscribers, well, welcome back. Let's talk about the fact that why people need to be open to new ideas. You can relate to this problem, just how people want to prove a point by trying to let you down. And sometimes it's not just about them being right, but it's only about you being right and they can't stand it. But there's an other side to this problem. Let me tell you this in the form of a story. So technically it's not a story but my personal experience, but whatever. So you know that I'm a writer and I have worked with a lot of clients as a freelancer as well as a full-time worker in some companies. So there was this one time that I got a project and I simply had to deliver it without too many questions. If I had a choice, then I would have denied it. But sometimes working for a company is not that ethical. Do you know that a leather bag is not good, but some people will still be working in that company that sells them, even though they don't use it personally. And you may be seeing a vegetarian working at McDonald's. So you get me, right? That client used to sell red dot sight gun accessories or stuff. I didn't know much about it. I had to research. And I simply had to promote it by writing a guest post article about their products. Now, what can I possibly write if I want to promote a gun accessory which people usually buy to kill someone or maybe to hurt animals or hunt them, as they say? Well, guest post writing is also typical because not only we have to take care of the person we are writing for, but also the platform it's going to be published on. So you know that there's a website that accepts the guest post articles. So let's say the guest post site was promoting hunting and humans and natural instincts. And even though I'm really against hunting animals or killing someone for fun, but still I already took a bulk project and I had to deliver it. I couldn't really back off from this one. I hate to say it, but I had to write advantages of hunting for them to promote their product, saying that hunting is not that bad and you can do it. You can promote some awareness in humans and be more active in the environment by running and hunting animals. Oh wow. When I look back, I'm really embarrassed. So that's when I realized that not everything is true, and obviously not everyone out there in this world has the same perception as you. I can't say that those people are wrong or right. Yeah, they're morally wrong, but now if you're having a debate with your friend and you both have different ideology toward a specific topic, then I say you must be open to new ideas and perceptions to know why they think the way they think. It's really difficult to actually get into the shoes of other people. So for example, if I say salad is good for health, and I can find millions of articles or the guest post on Google to back up my argument, But have you ever tried to search quite the opposite of what you believe in? I did. And this is what I found. So if I search for is salad good for health, then I still get a lot of blog posts and articles backing up that argument that yes, salad is good for health. But now, who's right? No one. It's just a person's perspective that matters. Sometimes something right for you may not be something right for someone else. Someone can believe that salad is good for health because it's nutritious. Fruits and veggies are naturally good for you, obviously. But someone else also believes that nowadays we have glorified salad by adding tons of mayonnaise and a lot of ketchup and sauces in it. That, the real essence of salad is dead. That doesn't make it healthier. You can call it healthy and you can eat it, but when I heard that, they're actually right. They have a point. Some people believe that coffee is good for health, but yes, I agree. It's loaded with antioxidants. These antioxidants help you prevent certain diseases. The caffeine is obviously good for our brain to stimulate it and enhance some functions. Caffeine can also increase some kind of adrenaline levels in you and can improve your physical performance, like exercising and stuff, because you no longer feel lazy. It's good for your metabolism and whatnot. But if you search for, is coffee bad for health? Then yes, it disrupts your natural sleep cycle. It can worsen your acid reflux or create some stomach discomfort. Some people consider black coffee as real coffee. But for other people like me, coffee is mostly dessert in a cup. I mean, think about it. A caramel latte with whipped cream on top? Sounds familiar? That's not coffee. But we still love that, okay? Don't we? So I'm not here to tell you that what's wrong or what's right, or you are wrong and I'm right. No. I just want you to know that you should be a little bit tolerant to other people's beliefs and respect their perception as well. Before you even understand why they believe in it in the first place. You can just try to impose someone just because you think that's the right thing to do. But that's not how things work out. You just cannot decide for someone else. And honestly, people really hate the idea of being imposed. If you think that following your passion is a risk and doing a job is safe and secure, then it's okay. But don't expect other people to not risk their jobs and follow their passion just because you don't want to. Stop looking at people from your own eyes. Keep your judgment to yourself. Just because nobody really cares. Everyone has something to say. When I read this book on mindset, I also found why people always try to defend themselves. If you go and ask criminals, why kill someone? Or why did you commit a crime? Then there's a high chance that he won't say that he is feeling guilty about it. He would rather say that he did the right thing. That he was right when he killed someone because they deserved it. They were not good people or whatever, like I had a problem and she was not listening. And maybe they tried to commit a crime or a robbery because they didn't have money and they wanted to feed their family. So does it even matter to prove someone wrong? Does it even matter to try to force to impose your own beliefs on someone else? Would that change them? Would that make them agree with you? I say, not at all. They would rather hate you. They would rather avoid to talk to you again or not wanting to share their perception with you ever again. Because you are not ready to understand that it's not you who's always right. It's not you who always has the best opinions in life. Other people are born and raised with some different beliefs. And you just have to accept the fact and the idea that people are different. And sometimes when you are open enough to accept other people's ideas, then maybe you will be surprised to know that sometimes maybe you were on the right side, or maybe you were on the wrong side. But you cannot understand it unless you compare it, right? Like if you are believing something all your life and now suddenly you understand that I was wrong, then this is what I want you to know. That sometimes it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be right as well. Okay, it's always okay to be right. Who doesn't want to be right? But my purpose to make this video was clear, that you should be open to new perceptions. Stop judging people just based on what you believe in. People are really so less tolerant these days that if you find someone else having different beliefs than you, then you instantly hate them, or you start judging them just because you feel they are different and they are not a part of your crowd. But that's unfair if you ask me. When you are, let's say you are going to a different country, you find some new people, you get to understand a new culture and background. So what then? Do you want them to believe what you believe in? That won't work. So I remember this international trip that I recently had. So I went to Singapore and Philippines, and you won't believe the fact that it's so shocking to see how people eat too much meat. It's shocking to me because personally I am a vegetarian. I'm not even a turned vegetarian, I'm a born vegetarian. So for me, it's really difficult to digest the fact that some people can eat a lot of meat in their lives. It's not about the meat part, but it's just about that cultural shock that I have. So when I used to go to supermarkets there, it was so easy to find meat shops and a whole section that sells meat. But in our country, India, it's not that common. I go to any store and I won't even find anything more than eggs. And even Indians eat non-vegetarian when it's usually an occasion. Seriously? Why? So, where was I? Yeah. So people in India don't just eat non-vegetarian on a daily basis. They eat it when maybe it's an occasion, or weekly, skipping Tuesdays or Thursdays stuff, and only on Sundays maybe. It's like a fast food stuff. You are not really doing it every day. But when I went to Philippines, I found out that people do it every day. It's like a food. And if you ask for something vegetarian, you will struggle because they will not give it to you. They will even look you with those judgy eyes, knowing that why is he even asking for just vegetables? It's not food. For me it is. For other people, it's a questionable thing to say. But I'm not judging them because they have different food habits than me. But it's not like I'm going to eat meat with them. No, I won't. I will never do that. But it's not like I don't understand where they are coming from. I won't question their ethics. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. Be open to some ideas and accept that everyone has some different perception in life. And I'm not saying that they're right, but you are not the moral police. You don't have to try to fix someone, okay? Unless they're your family, okay? You want good for someone, it's totally different, okay? It's really different to try to improve your life or improve someone else. But you cannot force someone to believe that they are on the wrong side. And now about the religion part, so the most interesting thing. So you are following a certain religion and the other person is not. then your views clash, and then you feel like one of you is right. Obviously, like either your religion is the truest one or his. But why does it have to be one? There are always a lot of ways to go to a certain place. Like if you want to go to, let's say, a country, then you can go by airplane, or maybe this country is joined by a highway, then you can go by bus, or maybe a car, go on a road trip, or maybe go by ship. So there are a lot of options to do or reach the certain destination. So for God, it can also be like that. You speak Hindi, you don't understand English, then it's fine. You can read those books that speak your language. And in that way, religions are also like a very complicated thing to talk about. I'm not going to go into details because it's just too much. But just understand the core idea, man. It's simple. You need to respect other people to expect respect from them. Oh wow, it's a tongue twister. Accept, request, expect, request. Okay. And that's it for today. I know, I still have a lot to say, but I just love to randomly talk to you about some stuff in everyday life, and this was fun actually. And I'll make sure I'll make these videos more often, because it makes me feel like I'm just having a conversation with a friend, and someone I can just have a heart-to-heart conversation with, and that's you. So thank you, and bye-bye. Until then, signing off. Yes.